users of the internet that probably stumbled across this video trying to find skibbity toilet memes. Well, too bad, because you won't find it here. I am your guide throughout the course of this video. Oh, by the way, you can call me Buddy. Throughout this video, you will learn some of the basics on how to play the popular Hasbro electronic game that's been cruising for almost 30 years, the legendary Bop It. If you're just a youngster still, you probably won't remember what I'm about to show you here. Your parents or guardians might, though. If you had a parent or a sibling that was a 90s kid, then they probably remember seeing this laying around. This was the original Bop It, dated back to the year 1997. The game is easy to understand, but difficult to master. Let me guide you through how you play the game. To turn the game on, pull the blue handle out. To start the game, press the button that says Bop It on it. Now, here's how it works. In the game, a series of commands will be called out. The commands consist of Bop It, Twist It, and Pull It. When the game calls out Bop It, press the big purple button in the center of the game. When the game calls out Twist It, grab the yellow knob on the side of the game and turn it either left or right. When the game calls out Pull It, grab the blue handle and pull it out of the game. Seems easy, doesn't it? Well, here's the catch. These commands will be called out in random order, and you have to do the action that is called as fast as you can. If you successfully do the correct action called, you move on to the next command. But if you do the incorrect command, or you run out of time, the game is over. The further along you get in the game with successfully completed actions, the game will speed up, giving you less time to react. This is where concentration and coordination are key. There is also a game mode that can be played with multiple people. The same rules apply, but when the game calls out Pass It, you have to quickly pass it to the next player. It's basically one of those games where the last one standing wins. There is also a mode called Beat Bop, where instead of the normal voice commands, the game will call out commands using sound effects. A low bass drum sound represents the command Bop It. A ratchet crank sound means Twist It. And a slide whistle sound means Pull It. You can beat the original Bop It game by getting 100 consecutive commands complete in a row. Now, allow me to show you another version from the 90s that makes it harder. This is the Bop It Extreme. It was first released in 1999. The same game rules as the original Bop It apply to this, but to make the game more challenging, there are 2 new commands added to the mix. When the game calls out the command, spin it, spin the red wheel in the corner of the game. When the game calls out the command, flick it, press up or down on the green switch at the end of the game's handle. The Bop It Extreme goes up to a maximum score of 250, so that really makes it more challenging. As well as the original, this also has Beat Bop. A wobbling sound means spin it, and a spring boing sound means flick it. Now, let me show you some of the more modern versions that may be relevant to kids from the 2000s. This is another version of the original Bop It, but with a more modern look and feel to it, as well as some more modern features. This version came out in 2009. It has the same actions as the original, but there is also an optional Shout It command that can be added into the game if you want. To activate Shout It, slide the slider to reveal the hidden microphone. When the game calls out Shout It, say something into the microphone. This version not only adds voice commands under a level called Novice and sound effects in Expert, but also color commands in the Master level. When the game calls out White, that means Bop It, so you would press the big white button. When the game calls out Yellow, that means Twist It, so you would turn the yellow knob. When the game calls out Blue, that means Pull It, so you would pull the blue handle. In Expert level, if you hear a record scratching sound, or in Master, the word Green, that means Shout It. You must get 100 on Novice level to unlock Expert, and 100 on Expert to unlock Master level. If you manage to get 100 on Master, you will have beaten Bop It. To switch to play levels you've already unlocked, press the level button located on the top of the game, right here. As well as Pass It mode, there is also a party mode, where instead of calling out the command, Bop It, a body part is called out, either shoulder, arm, belly, hip, knee, or foot. When that body part is called, you must bop the white button on whatever body part is called. Now let me show you one more Bop It that is a more modern version of Bop It Extreme. This is Bop It XT, the 4th edition of Bop It Extreme, releasing in 2011. As you can see, it has the same actions as the Bop It Extreme, but there is an optional Shake It command to add into the game if wanted. To activate Shake It, press the purple button located next to the yellow Twist It knob to open a hidden cowbell. When the game calls out Shake It, shake the entire game with your hands. The same level system as the Bop It shown before this applies to Bop It XT, but there is a 4th level called Pro. In Pro, 3 commands are called out at once. Your goal is to remember them all, with voice, sounds, and colors combined. Get 100 sequences of 3 correct, and you will have beaten Bop It XT. For Expert level, all sounds are the same, except a cowbell sound means Shake It. For Master level, the color black that is called out is Bop It. The color orange that is called out means Spin It, and the color purple is Shake It. To switch levels, flick it before you start a game. As with the previous version, Pass It and Party modes exist, but there is also a new mode called One-on-One. Notice on the Bop It button, the XT Splat logo is yellow. On the backside, the logo is green. Here's how One-on-One works. 2 players hold each side of the Bop It XT. One player, the yellow player, is in charge of the Twist It, Pull It, and the yellow Bop It button, while the other player, the green player, is in charge of Flick It, Spin It, and the green Bop It button. Gameplay works like regular Bop It, but when the game calls Bop It, the 2 players have to try to hit their Bop It button as fast as they can. The player who hits theirs first will get their color called out, yellow or green. The first person to hit their button first 5 times wins. If no one hits their Bop It buttons, the game will say you both lose. Same thing with Shake It. When it tells you to shake it, you have to cooperate and shake the game together. Otherwise, you both lose then as well. Note that you can play one-on-one on any level except Pro level. And those are the basics of how to play some of the more popular Bop It games. There are later versions than the ones shown here, including actually using the Bop It game to do motion moves, and many others. But this is just a simple rundown of how to get started. If you've never heard of Bop It before, heard of it but never played it, or if you want to get one for yourself, eBay has plenty of the many different versions, and Amazon.com has a few of the more current ones. The current versions are also available in the toys and games section of your local shopping center, whether that be Walmart or Target in the United States or other places internationally. I hope this guide was easy to understand. If you have any questions or concerns, leave a comment on this video here. If you would like to see more Bop It content, subscribe to the Bop Diva YouTube channel here, run by an amazing girl named Catherine, and also check out her website at bopdiva.com for more information. Thank you for watching, and as my actual game programming would make me say, I'm going to sleep.